Falcon men wrap up a fantastic day of basketball here at Clune Arena with a 75-71 win over the visiting Blue Hens of the University of Delaware. Back inside at the Air Force Academy, I'm Roland Vargas alongside Rachel Galligan. Rachel, that game, it was a bit ugly at times. It was stop-start, it was choppy, but Air Force in the end hit the shots when they needed to and they got the win.
You know, that's got to be a huge shot of confidence for the Air Force Falcons, being able to come in here and to, beat the Colonial defending champions on your home court. Again, this starts a 7-game home streak for the Falcons. And like you said, they did it. They made it gritty. They made this game play the brand of basketball that they wanted to play. Shout out to Jake Heidbreder. Phenomenal job, finished with 26 points. Ethan Taylor finished with 14. You know, the Falcons, I will say, the biggest stat, we could talk about how there was 47 fouls, 55 free throw attempts between both teams. It was ugly. Credit to the Falcons for making it as ugly as it was, but I have to give them the credit for the composure down the stretch. You know, Delaware, you knew at some point they were going to get going offensively, but the Falcons were able to maintain it, and they did it on the glass. They ended up out-rebounding Delaware, which was a huge stat in this game, in my opinion, 38-35. You look at some of those assist numbers, great job of sharing the basketball. Both teams really good job of taking care of the basketball. Delaware ended up shooting 33% from the field. For the majority of the game, shot just under 25%, at times as low as 19%. So that just goes to show you how difficult, the Falcons made this game for about 35 minutes. And it ended up working out in their favor. Yeah, the Falcons really played it at their pace, at their tempo. They controlled that from the opening tip. We'll take a look at some of the highlights. Air Force in rhythm at times. Jake Heidbreder propelling the Falcons forward. 6 of 12 from the floor, finished with 26 points, 11 of 12 at the line for Heidbreder. Just a monumental performance from him to lead Air Force. And he was composed. I mean, that's the type of play that this team needs out of him, but can't say enough about Ethan Taylor. Phenomenal, came into the game right out of the jump and was confident. I mean, that step back was as pretty of a step back, behind the back pull-up jumper that I've seen. You don't see that in the game as much. And Air Force, good job playing at the basket, being aggressive. I felt like Ethan Taylor did a good job at that, picking and choosing when he was going to be explosive and kind of be aggressive at the rim. But right down the stretch, you can't say enough about Arletti. He said, just give me one, just give me one. You can see him saying it as he's running down the court. Super dangerous down the stretch, was able to connect on 2, tied the game, but it was Air Force able to seal this one at the free throw line. Again, a really tough game down the stretch, but how about this 3 right here? That pretty much sealed the deal right there, wouldn't you say? Yeah, I sure do. Carter Murphy, huge 3, to your point on Arletti. When you wear that white t-shirt under your jersey, you know you can shoot from long range. He knocked down a couple. Jake Heidbreder, so cool down the stretch, knocking down huge free throws when he needed to, and the Falcons get a priceless win. We will do this one again in just a couple of days. Rachel Galligan, it's been an absolute pleasure to be along with you. Long day of basketball here. Don't forget, Falcon hockey coming up next. And for our entire Falcon Vision crew, we thank you so much for tuning in on this Veterans Day. Happy Veterans Day to everyone and all out there. Falcons, they win 75-71 over the Blue Hens of Delaware.